Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, or professional development. As the recording time of 9:05 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,728, up about 5.91% so far. With respect to overall crypto market, we are bright green today. With respect to the rebound from the commodity price of oil, surging to approximately $130 per barrel yesterday. But as of this morning, it seems like the oil prices has kind of eased down a little bit, due to the maneuver that internationally we are solving with our respective oil suppliers away from Russia. So it seems like there's some sort of a amicable agreement that's going on, allowing for more of a normalization in the trading ecosystem, which is obviously conveying some confidence from investors. So with that being said, despite us banning imports from Russia, we are finding plan B that, it seems like it's solvable. In addition to that, we're also seeing Goldman Sachs on releasing a bunch of price target in the last 48 hours, saying that a lot of these stocks have 50+% upside. And a lot of these are majority driven in the small cap high growth stocks, and the tech stocks, so not sure why that specifically is, but if you read the technical, this is something that we've been talking about and discussing, so this is not a real big surprise. So I do believe it, based on, if you look at historically, just the last, I would say a year and a half ago, we had that rally across a lot of the EV and small cap high growth stocks. We might see something comparable happening in the near future if we're going to see, revitalization of the market all over again. So something to be pending on, right? In addition to that, we are hearing a mega news coming from Joe Biden himself. President Joe Biden, he's expected to be signing an executive order today, calling on U.S. government to examine the risks and benefits of cryptocurrency, right? And this bill is going to be pointing directly onto the utilizations of cryptocurrencies in the United States, with 6 key areas to measure, right? Consumer protection, financial stability, illicit activity, U.S. competitiveness, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. So relatively comprehensive, right? And this initiative is basically, the U.S. government exploring, utilization and adoption for cryptocurrencies in a domestic perspective, so the entire United States, right? And also, the Biden administration also wants to explore a digital version of the dollar. So it seems like we are trending in a massive leap of direction, U.S. adopting cryptocurrency. So in addition to that, we are hearing, we're getting some foreshadow perspective on the CPI report coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. depending on the timing of the report. So keep an eye out on it, on how we're going to triangulate on the interest hikes, right, with respect to inflationary pressure that we've been experiencing so far. How has the consumer price been fluctuating, and has that been meeting the Wall Street expectation, right? And that's something we'll check out tomorrow morning. So let's just dive into technical analysis without wasting more time. With respect to a recording time of 9:08 a.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,740, up about, again, 6.31%. Where are we right now? We are levitating still, right? The level that we need to get up to, well, firstly, will be 2,853. But the reversal is nice, right? You could see that clearly we rebounded from the resistance level of 2,625. This is just a technical level of speaking the truth, right? We were more submerged in the midway, again, right, the 2,500 per our discussion a couple days ago. Right now, with the 49 out of 70, so surge up relatively too fast, a little bit too fast, I would say. But obviously, this news is mega news from the Joe Biden administration. Right now, we are about to form a golden cross. So as we cross up, we have a high propensity to go up to the 2,853 and then kind of levitate from there. But this is still not out of the woods. We are still seeing a head and shoulder pattern. This is a head, this is a shoulder. If we are not gonna be able to get up to the 2,853 and sell off and come back to the 2,621, that means we're gonna have a head and shoulder pattern confirmed completely, and that means we're gonna head down to the lower levels later in the future. Something that should just be mindful of, right? Respect to Bitcoin, we are seeing a mega green candle. We could see that clearly we're surging up right now at the 55 out of 70, about to form a golden cross. The next level we need to get up to is not the current level. We're at the 42, basically levitating in between, matching this level. But the real level we need to get up to get even further to form a cup and handle, which we try to get to, would be the 44, right? 43.932, right? So something to think about. If we don't, we're gonna have another head and shoulder pattern, which is not good for us, right? So hopefully we can get over this hump and continue to surge and sustain this momentum. Dogecoin up about 5% right now, anywhere from basically 12 all the way to 10 cents is logical. The 41 out of 70 about far going across as well. Cardano up about 5.7%, anywhere from basically 80 all the way to 75 is still logical versus dollar cost average. Solana is up about 5% at the moment. We are at the 44 out of 70. Very mixed signal right now, but I would say anywhere from 85 to 75 would still be logical to encourage. XRP is up about 4.45%. We're forming this wedge, right? You can see that we're still tightening up with the 51 out of 70 because of the mega news that we heard from Biden again. And with respect to Golden Cross, that will about to form. So I think a surge is definitely coming. I think this might be already it. So as we squeeze, we'll have a pop, right? So I don't think this is the pop yet. I think the pop should be even more, pronounced. Let's just put it that way. So right now it's just about on the cusp of doing so, based on the cross section we see. Polkadot's up about 5.5%. With the 40 out of 70, anywhere from basically 16 all the way to 14 is still logical. Algorand's up about 3.17%. Anywhere from basically 75 all the way to 69 is still logical. Shiba Inu is up about 5.5%, anywhere from low 2000s all the way to 1400 to 900 from here. So right now it's still like okay. We've like been struggling a lot for Shiba Inu, right? MagTag is up about 5%, 142 to 120 is still logical. AVAX up about close to 8% right now. This is a clearly head and shoulder pattern. A head, shoulder, shoulder. This is so 59 to 50 is where we're supposed to land on later. So something to think about. With the 50 out of 70 about to form a cross up, but we're relatively surge high, right? So I don't think the surge pressure to go back up to like let's say 100 is very logical. So let's I would be cautious about this. Luna is surging again, very parabolic because a lot of the micro affectation. There's definitely a preference from investors chasing into this altcoin. 67 out of 70, very overbought right now. Very risky because of the fact that we completely make an outlier onto the chart with large separation. So there are a lot of public investors chasing in, lack of institutional investors in this equation. So that dynamic's not in your favor. So definitely be cautious about this, right? So it's a quick update. A lot of great news today before the CPI report. So the timing is definitely funky. Like, let's just put it that way, right? We do not know what the CPI report is going to look like. But today, in comparisons to days ago, it seems like the media affectation is very opposite. So our spidey sense definitely tingling, right? So definitely be cautious. Ultimately, we cannot predict what the news is going to say. We cannot predict the future. That's not possible, right? Because no one has that capability or that level of information to do that. But we can identify the risk management levels, right? So appreciate you. Have a good one. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.